Hi, like a 1957 Chevy or a little black dress, classics always stand the test of time. This is true of the buttery rich and caramel classic pineapple upside down cake. Tonight I will be using a recipe that belonged to my great grandma Ballinger and has been passed down in our family from generation to generation since 1918. I myself have been baking this cake for over 20 years. This pineapple upside down cake will always ensure that you are the hit of every office party. Tonight I will be showing and discussing the ingredients, preparation, baking, and presentation needed to make a pineapple upside down cake. The first step to make a cake is heating your oven to 350 degrees. You will also need to make sure you have your utensils required, which include a serving plate, measuring cups, a mixing bowl, your oven mitts, a spoon or whisk, whichever you prefer, and a 12-inch cast iron skillet. Once you have all of your utensils, you now need to gather your ingredients, which include a half a cup of butter, a cup of brown sugar, a can of Dole pineapple slices, a jar of maraschino cherries, Duncan Hines cake mix, which was added in 1955 to expedite the baking process, vanilla pudding, 4 large eggs, a half a cup of oil, and a cup of water. Once you have all of your ingredients, you're now ready to make your cake. The first step would be to take your half a cup of butter and melt it in your cast iron skillet. Once you've melted the butter, you can then add your cup of brown sugar into the skillet, spreading it evenly over the bottom of the pan. You will remove the cast iron skillet from the heat, and next take your slices of Dole pineapples and take 1 slice each and place it around the outside of the pan. Once you have covered the entire perimeter of the pan, you will then take your maraschino cherries and place a cherry in the middle of each pineapple slice. Once you're done with that, you can set your cast iron skillet to the side and move on to mixing the cake ingredients, which include, again, Duncan Hines cake mix, vanilla pudding, your 4 large eggs, a half a cup of oil, and a cup of water. You'll mix those ingredients in your mixing bowl and beat for 2 minutes until you have a nice and creamy batter. Once your batter is mixed, you will take that and pour it evenly into your cast iron skillet over your pineapples and cherries. Once you've done that, you will take your cast iron skillet and place it in the oven. Bake it for 1 hour or until a toothpick comes out clean from the center of your cake. Once the hour is up or your toothpick is clean, you'll want to grab your handy dandy oven mitts and remove your cast iron skillet from the oven, taking your serving plate and placing it on top of your cake. Make sure not to let your oven slam shut. And then you will invert your cast iron skillet over the serving plate, hence the name upside down pineapple cake. This is your finished product. You might want to take a picture of your pineapple upside down cake so you can always remember how great it looked. When serving your cake, presentation is key. You can use the pineapple slices as a guide on how to cut your cake to give each person an equal slice of the cake. So, following this time-honored tradition, through the various steps of preparation, ingredients, baking, and presentation, will ensure a delicious cake. It will ensure you're a hit and a classic, just like the time-honored pineapple upside down cake. Thank you very much.